All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Episode. I know. Some podcasts. They don't like to do bias. I'm a bias guy. Let's be real. Um, well, not when it comes to going things, but I want to talk about my club. I don't want to have to create a whole nother channel. I want to talk about my teams and throw them in there because they're my teams. And usually, a lot of my teams aren't the huge winning teams. People get to know, hey, this guy is a fan of this team, and he's coming from a very neutral side. Like, but but of course, we're here today to talk about the Chelsea Football Club. And unfortunately, man, I woke up yesterday to some just awful news. Maresca, he wasn't my favorite, but he won a lot, and I don't know, it's just it was the backwards passing that just really always just it got a lot of people, man. It made a lot of people mad. Seeing attack and then stop and then passing backwards. The possession based it helped us be in a lot of games, but I don't know, it just didn't seem like Chelsea. But that's what the owners want. But that's what we're here to talk about. The owners, Clearlake more. Clearlake is technically Ekbali, and I can't think of the other guy's name. But they got to go. Todd Boehly, unfortunately, I thought he owned a bigger percentage, but he only owns like 12%. It's not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that our Chelsea football club it's leaving us. It's unfortunately leaving us. We're all used to the Roman days where he's spending the money and he's getting quality players. We're not. Don't get me wrong. I love the young strategy for maybe four or five guys, and then you could loan a couple. I think it's a big strategy, but the problem is now they want to run it like a business. Now they're doing that to sell them. But here's the crazy thing: we're buying guys for like $70 million or euros or whatever. But where are you gonna make your money? They suck. Like freaking Man City's over here getting Ryan Cherky, who's not much older, and a much higher quality player for like 30 million. We spent $40 million more on freaking Jamie Giddens, and honestly, personally, I kind of think he can be good. He's very good on one. He has to figure the rest out. But the hardest part, which a lot of people struggle to do, is dribbling, and he's incredible. I think the rest is raw, but dude, you can see it, man. That Wolves finish in the Carabao, that finish was nuts, man. It was nuts. So I'm just sitting here thinking, I don't mind the strategy, but now it's coming out that the past two managers they're they're leaving because they basically left. Is because they don't have a say. All Maresca asked, Levi Colwell went down for the season, pretty much. He maybe could play at some point, but pretty much the whole season where you need him to win. He asked, "Can I get a central center back to help this defense that's not very good?" And they say no. They go sign two left wingers, and they both are not very good. People like Garnacho. He has a couple goals, but man, he can't take anyone on to save his life, and he's not good defensively either. He falls asleep nonstop. It is brutal. It is brutal. And then he goes and signs. Who else? I'm like, that's the crazy part. We're signing so many people. We're signing a mega from Strasbourg. I I I I I don't even know. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. But were the days of Roman just buying to win trophies, and that's how he made his money. Where these people literally want to structure themselves like Brighton. They don't care about the trophies. A trophy is just a huge plus. Where their success in the club is making money, which is by buying young players and selling them. Which, look, whatever, man. That's fine. But here's the thing: the guys who are gonna be the money they're spending on these guys is they're gonna if they're gonna end up being able to make more money, they're gonna be like star players. You can't get rid of those. Those are your keys to success. So I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, but we all know what's going to happen this summer. The man right here behind me, the ice cold Palmer, he's going to be gone. Not only because we're going to miss Champions League, because this is about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly fast. Because of, hey, we just got rejected by Liam Rosner, the guy they literally were like 100% keen on coming over because he's a part of their partner club in Strasbourg. But he literally said, no, if I'm going to a club like that, that's serious, that wins something like this, I want to be in charge of who. He's like, I want to say in who's coming to the club, not just me just picking and choosing. But apparently Maresca couldn't even like. I guess now we all know why they're rotating so much, because they're forcing him to play guys so their value will go up, which is insanity. It's craziness. Like, I'm just sitting here, man. It's a sad day, man. Honestly, my teams lose. They've lost for a long time. I follow like the Memphis Tigers. I mean, I know a lot of you, a lot of people who will watch this are probably over in London because supporting. But for the people in the States, I mean, I follow Memphis teams. I follow the Titans. I mean, I mean, they've lost majority of their life. They've never won titles. They've never really succumbed to anything. And then now I follow a club that I've been following since probably 2012, 2011. I watch soccer like randomly in the mornings. It was on NBC back in those days, so me and my dad would just randomly watch it. Chelsea wasn't on that much. Manchester United was massive then. They were definitely the biggest club, so they were the ones to be on the screen for the people in the States. But once I started playing FIFA, it's funny. All my teams are blue. And then Chelsea was on there, and man, when I got a hold of Didier Drogba, brother, I was hooked from the get go. I was in love. Frank Lampard, John Terry, Ashley Cole. I mean, it was insane. And then I watched as much as I could. It was not as easy to watch back then. There wasn't as much platforms to watch, like apps like Peacock, like for today. It was very hard to watch. So anytime they were on, I tried to watch, and so I watched the full season. And the next thing you know, I'm at like a baseball party for our high school team, and I'm like, yo, turn the TV on. The Champions League finals on. Like, I gotta watch it. It's my club. And a couple guys that we played, they loved playing FIFA too, and they watched it. So it worked out, and then we won. Drogba with the clutch header to tie, and then the penalty to win. And then we won Champions League in 21, but that was when the sanctions began, and this is the woke virus is killing the world. It really is. It's killing it. Not only has it killed the world, it's killed our club, ladies and gentlemen. The UK government, literally just because this guy is from Russia and because they are a part of a war, never said anything that he was pro for it, pro nothing. No, not against anything. Never said a word about the war. And they made this guy sell the club and then froze the assets from the club. So he couldn't even touch the money. So not only are the referees against Chelsea, like Jose Mourinho said, the GOAT, but the government is against Chelsea Football Club in the UK. But anyways, continue on. I don't know where this is going to go, ladies and gentlemen. This might get really ugly. It might get really ugly this year. And this is the funny part. So their goal is to use all these youngsters and win. But how are you going to afford all these guys if we're going to be mid-table players or mid-table team, which is basically what's your goal? If you're trying to become Brighton, basically, you're going to be a mid-table team. We're not going to finish in Europe spots. Like, Cole Palmer's going to be gone. Let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. Not even, here's the crazy part. Everyone's like, oh, Cole's going to leave. No. Tell me why they're not going to sell him. We got him for $40 million. And right now his decreased value is $100. Imagine if he starts playing great again. That value will immediately jump to 120 plus. You're telling me they're not going to sell someone and make $80 million plus profit off of, you're crazy. They're gonna sell him so fast. And you know what the weirdest part is? Is we have Caicedo and Enzo. How's their value gonna go up? It's not gonna go up enough to be a profit or be profitable. So what was the point of buying $200 million players and then not trying to win titles? Because those two guys you can't sell and make a profit. Caicedo you can make a profit. Enzo you're not. Enzo you were nowhere near going to make a profit. I love Enzo. He's been playing not very well lately. He scores, but his passing has been pretty brutal. And he is a little slow, so he lacks on the defensive side. I just don't know where this is going to go, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't, and I'm honestly terrified for our club. Like I genuinely am. I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time is we got to drop to the mid-level standards now. I think there should be protests at a non-stop rate, 100%. Because the second this ownership leaves, we will succeed again. And here's the craziest part. So they're talking about money and talking about how they can run a business better. I think Roman Abramovich never went without the front of a shirt sponsor. Every year they've taken over, they've been without one. Yeah, we had Infinite Athlete, but that took months to get. But they're not starting and ending seasons with the exact same one. To me, that's embarrassing. They don't know what they're doing. They think they're gonna grab this mega deal, thinking someone's gonna we're gonna go put our name on the front of this team who is a clown show right now. Yeah, we have this, which is crazy. You're telling me there's not huge people coming out to be under the Club World Cup badge for what 3 years, 4 years? Like they're trying to reach this just unattainable goal for that. What are they trying to get, like a $300 million deal for that? That's impossible. It's insane. And then what's gonna happen? We have all these guys that are $70 million and that they clearly think that's the way to go. How are you gonna afford it if you can't make the Champions League? Yet alone Europa, yet alone Conference. Those two don't even make that much money. Champions League is where the money is. There's no way we're finishing top 4. If you let Cole Palmer go, and Caicedo, he has a new agent, and he hasn't renewed a contract yet. And think about it. He's the most Chelsea of them all. He wore a Conte jersey with his mom way back when. He is a Chelsea fan. So if anyone we should be able to keep, it should be him. And it looks like we're not. I don't know where this is going. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to pray to every, I only believe in one God, but you know what, the soccer gods, the football gods, the all of them, whatever works to get Todd Boehly to take over. We need Todd Boehly so bad. It's unreal. I know so many people are like, oh, he's a part of the ownership. He sucks too. I'm like, nah, I promise you, if that guy got into leadership and took over, bro, we would be unstoppable. Look at the Dodgers. They pay for the best players. He's going to make sure he gets the best players. He is going to make sure they have a chance to win every single trophy you possibly can win. We play a London rival, our biggest rival, Arsenal, in the Carabao, and they're like, we don't care if we win. It is what it is. Well, what do you mean? I want to beat them. I want to make another final. It's crazy. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Our club is slowly dying in front of our eyes, and honestly, you know what the sad part is? It really could happen. If you think about it, look at all these clubs from the past, like Nottingham Forest, Everton. I mean, they were big clubs at once, and they've with new owners and things like that, they've fallen apart. I mean, Manchester United, look at them. They've had seasons where they're in Champions League, but they're having seasons last year. If the teams that were promoted this year played last year, Tottenham and Manchester United would have both been relegated. And think about that. Manchester United, a team that dominated the early 2000s, would have been relegated. It'd be nuts. Well, anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you drop a follow. We're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, mainly for the sports. We do have a gaming as well. Appreciate you guys. Up the Chelsea, baby. We gotta hope. We gotta hope and pray that the owners really start to take this thing serious. And unfortunately, Boehly's not. He loves the Brighton model. He only wants money from selling players. We need Todd Boehly in there now, and we need Maresca's gone. He's gone. He's not coming back. I promise you that. He's going to go to Man City and take over and win a ton of trophies, and it's on us. Anyways, God bless you guys. Love you. Up the Chelsea, baby. Let's get it. Let's somehow finish Champions League this year, even though it's probably not going to happen. But it is what it is.